Alright, so I got a little prog for you guys over here. This probably will come out Monday, most likely over here, because I'm recording this on a Sunday over here. But I'm a bit of the worst. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to upload anything, which would be yesterday over here. I might be able to, but I just woke up and I'm fucking feeling well over here, so I do apologize for that over here, but it's not it's not too bad right now. So I'll record this little JD Pro report for over here for the month of July out over into here. There's some pretty interesting, some very interesting things we got going on over here in the realm of the J with the D's. Day over here, we're moving ever closer, ever closer, ever the closer. We should be seeing something out over here at some point. Maybe, potentially, theoretically. Yeah, what's up? First part over here. Current lease war tree completed. ERC nearing completion. So that's the current lease, the fun kind of lease over here. I heard there was going to be a teaser for that, maybe. At some point over there. I'm still waiting for the big ideology teaser over here. I heard them mention that over there. So, should be getting that over here. Still expecting on some of that. Yeah, but yeah, the current lease, we might be seeing a little something from them soon, potentially. Maybe, theoretically. I don't know, probably. Who knows? Then got the ERC over here, that's the European Refugee Coalition, nearing completion, so that's probably, we might see something about them over there, because they are getting content in the furthest of it. It's a bit of a mishmash of American Wars. We got the, we got Dixie, we got, well, we did have the APLA, but that got changed over here to Dixie, Sublime State Dixie. It's Sublime du Dixie, if I remember in it's French pronunciation. So we might get the APLA in another update probably, because there's like quite a bit of progress for the APLA, so I wonder what that's gonna be about over here. Hopefully maybe it'll become like like one of the post-release updates. And then and then we got Johnny Cash's faction out here, the All-American Resistance board over here, along with Sergeant Cruz, George Ross, and MLK over here. The one struggle. Christ. But yeah, that's gonna be something over here to see how that's gonna be. I don't know if I will. I might do George Ward over here because I'm actually curious about that. But mainly Johnny Cash is like the main focus of that one. But yeah, ERC the whole refugee. I think there's gonna be 5 paths of America. But yeah, should be pretty cool. Losses, but then expect a teaser on it soon over here. So, like the new laws and all that stuff over here. Don't know when that's gonna be about in terms of like the last stuff over here, because I don't know if that's just gonna be like a community post thing or if it's just gonna be something that make a full-on video about like this over here, which I'll see. Should be interesting to see. And number 3 over here, the one that I was the most curious about over here for a while. Brand spanking new system for the Great Eurasian War. Now limited 800 days and links whoever's winning the most by the time becomes a victor. I've been wondering about this for a while over here because the paths for like at least Russia and Japan are predicated on whoever is winning out of here. Because you can get the redeem Rus and all that stuff and the whole like Imperial Restoration with Yukio Mishima and all that if the Mad Baron wins it over here. But how that was actually gonna play out over here on like a a time limit and stuff, if that's gonna be like a time limit or if you have to make like a certain amount of gains, or if like it's like a total. I was also wondering about like total victory. Here that was even possible. But say nah, it's gonna be lasting for at least 800 days, and depending on whoever wins that 800 days is gonna be declared the victor of it. So I'm assuming that like it depends on how many gains you got on the battle over here. So I'm assuming like whoever capitulates to Mad Baron first is gonna be getting them wins. And yeah, I was just curious about that because I didn't quite know how that was gonna play out with the nations and the various states and whoever came out really, because I was something a little curious about that, because, you know, like, the paths, especially for Japan, is predicated on, like whoever becomes a victor on that stuff. Like, it's, like, the Great Eurasian War is very heavily predicated, because it basically, like, you know, kicks off a lot of the diverging paths for, well, I don't know about the Mad Baron, because it seems like he's going to be sticking around, at least for now. Because I don't know if there's going to be, like, a successor for him. I mean, he has a daughter, but I don't know if that's going to be relevant. It might be. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Sternberg as of now, but it's for, like, you know, like, with, like, you know, Great City in Japan out here, really depended on, like who was winning and who was losing for the paths to really open up out here. So interesting to see, like, you know, like an 808 timer. So that's about like two. It's around like a little over around 2 to 3 years out here, and that kicks off around like in 57 out here. And then France is gonna have its. I think the French Civil War is gonna last at least a year. So France may actually get a head start on all of them. While everyone else, you know, Eurasia is recovering over, France is managing the claws way out of there. Should we just see that? But the Invisible Committee has been removed. No Potato Factory anymore. Yeah, I was always curious about. That. Okay, but I was wondering about how the Invisible Committee was going to play out in JD, because in Red Flood we don't know exactly what's going to happen, because, you know, birth members have been released, so we don't know exactly what the Invisible Committee is. So if we don't know the Committee, the Invisible, the Action, and the reason why I said that is because the main leader of Henry the Motherland is a pederast. To put it very bluntly, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, he like to fuck little boys, and like him and like his ministers under him were all Vichy collabs. And the reason that the Red Flood devs were using him was because he had a lot of interesting ideas, and because that's basically what the Red Flood dev doesn't like Kaiser Reich. That's primarily where I've heard from this. One of the things where I heard from this from was that Red Flood devs will use basically anybody, like, no matter how fucking bad it was, as long as their ideas were interesting enough to be implemented and hasn't really been seen yet. So, like, for example, Motherland has a pretty interesting ideas, because, you know, he's humanist out and about over in here, and what I will play out of him, most likely, because I am interested to see how this humanist France is gonna be like, and how the whole Invisible Community will play out, because all of them like Vichy collabs to varying degrees, and it's always been interesting to see it now, because I know Motherland, like, obviously he ain't exactly, you know, like a way person over here, but it would be interesting to see how that path will play out over here. Like, even hate the man, obviously, but at least be interested to see how that play out. So I probably will do him, because, like, his whole so I might have mentioned this before, but like his whole situation, and looking at one of the teasers like a long ass time ago, but his whole situation is predicated on the Fiume Italy war over here, like the Italian Civil War, kinda, sort of, but not really. And, like, depending on how badly that goes, actually, if it goes badly, then Motherland and his clique will coup the government, regardless of which government it is. Yeah, but they will coup the government, and pretty much they'll take it over, and then, like, Motherland, his cronies can take over. So yeah, expect that for Red Flood over here, once the memories come out over here. I'm interested to see. There was a teaser for like a long ass time ago. So yeah, Invisible Committee. I've always just, like, you know, I've always been a bit iffy about that, because considering that in the JD timeline, France won that little war alongside Fiume over here. I've always figured that the Invisible Committee would just be like imprisoned or exiled or maybe shot for, like, you know, treason and all that shit over here. So I am curious if that's gonna be replaced with somebody else, or if that territory is gonna be given to either Les Ascars Rendez Vita or the Legion de la Cruauté. the Legion of Cruelty and the Escadron, because those are like the two factions that border Motherland. And so I am wondering about if that territory is going to be split between them, or is going to give one to one of the two. Yeah. A new super event template in the beginning of a new custom UI over here. I think did it tease this new super event UI? I don't remember. But yeah, interesting stuff. So yeah, it's not gonna be like as that one announcement that I posted. It's gonna be the those red for the UI but color purple. We're going to see how this new UI is gonna be. New Volta weeks are packed with more. Sorry now, Brazil starts in League Solaire. Chile and Argentina now fight together against Brazil and Peru's socialist faction. Oh yeah, because they're more like socialist. Yeah. Interesting. It's like this whole South Africa war is interesting. So yeah, instead of Chile and Argentina not fighting against each other, they're working together as over here. So we're Brazil and Chile. Now there's Argentina and Chile. Now I got Brazil and Peru doing their thing over here. Pretty interesting stuff I got going on over here in South America, but nothing. We're not really getting like a full picture, so we're probably gonna get like so we probably will see the Valparaiso pack. It's just so that's gonna be after the French, like not after, once the French Civil War kicks off over here, and then like Brazil and Peru form like their form the pact as like a something to bind together, being like the only pro well, we got the Caribbeans, but they're not really that significant. But being like the only like two like major pro France factions in South America, that's gonna be interesting. Also remove Vandal and add Hero Brian over here. Yeah, Vandal is a interesting dude to say the least. Montenegrin Serbian Natsuck. I think that's a lot I need to be said about him. And also Hero Brian over here. Okay, I haven't played Minecraft in ages. I don't even know what the fuck's been added over here. It's been so long. Yeah, just been not playing other games really. So yeah, it's these in terms of that stuff. So yeah, that's about it for this little That's it for this little prog report on JD stuff over here. Interesting to see about like the ideology teaser and the law teaser. I want that Cardinal Lease teaser because I think was it Cardinal or was it going to be one of the French factions? I can't remember. I can't remember exactly, but I feel like it was the Cardinal Lease, so might get something about that over here. So about the ideology teasers, I will still be doing what I did with the Red Flood ideology teasers like a year ago. Was that? Man, that was some good times we had by all of that. Anyways. So yeah, it's gonna be it over in here. I'm gonna be cutting it short over again over here because I'm just not feeling too well today. So this should come out on Monday over here because I don't think I'll be able to cut. You're still gonna be getting that still should be able to get that new playthrough of should be doing over here. And that's how like the sickness starts getting real bad. Yeah, we should be good right now over here, so we can see. So until I see you guys later, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to them teasers, devs. Remember, I'm always watching, always looking. So I'll be looking at them teasers, and I will be doing stuff on them over here because I really like both JD. I know JD and Red Flood don't really have the greatest relationship, but I like both of these mods over here for different reasons. So I hope both of them do well. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.